Greetings! Mantore79 here, and welcome back to another deck profile video for the Cardfight Vanguard trading card game. And now in today's video, the deck profile I'm going to be making one for is D standard formats. Dragon Empires, Dragonic Overlord the end with the Vyrgilla Ravaging, Ravaging Dragon, with cards available up until DZBT03. Alrighty, let's get started. And now for the ride deck. For the cards in this ride deck, we have 1. Grade 0, Lizard Runner Undo, starting unit. 1. Grade 1, Rising Star Vyrgilla. 1. Grade 2, Shooting Star Vyrgilla. 1. Grade 3, Dragonic Overlord the end. 1. Ride Deck Crest, Energy Generator. The Grade 0, Lizard Runner Undo, starting unit. Skill, auto. When this unit is rode upon, if you went second, draw a card. The Grade 1, Rising Star Vyrgilla. Skills, first skill, continuous as a Vanguard. During your turn, this unit gets plus 2000 power for each of your rear guards. Second skill, continuous as a Vanguard. When you would ride from the ride deck, you can ride with Soul Blast 1 instead of choose a card from hand and discard it. The Grade 2, Shooting Star Vyrgilla. Skills, first skill, action as a Vanguard once per turn. If you have 4 or more rear guards, cost, reveal a card with Vyrgilla in its card name from the ride deck. If the cost is paid, this unit gets plus 1 critical until end of turn. Second skill, auto. When this unit is rode upon, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 Grade 2 card from among them, reveal it, put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. If rode upon by a Grade 3 or greater card of Vyrgilla in its card name, look at all the cards instead of 7. The Grade 3, Dragonic Overlord the end. Skills, first skill, continuous as a Vanguard. During your turn, if your soul has a Dragonic Overlord, this unit's drive cannot decrease from card effects and it gets plus 5000 power. Second skill, auto as a Vanguard once per turn. At the end of battle, this unit attacked. Cost, counterblast 1 and discard 2 cards from hand. If the cost is paid, stand this unit and it gets drive -1 until end of turn. The Ride Deck Crest, Energy Generator. Skills, first skill, auto from the ride deck. When you ride, put this card into the crest zone. If you went second, energy charge 3. Second skill, continuous, you may have up to 10 energy. Third skill, auto, at the beginning of your ride phase, energy charge 3. Fourth skill, action, once per turn. Cost, energy blast 7. If the cost is paid, draw a card. And of that, we just about covered the ride deck. Next, let's get on to the Grade 1 lineup. And now for the Grade 1 lineup. For the Grade 1s in this deck we are playing, 4. Grade 1, Drag Ritter Jabble. 3. Grade 1, Twin Buckler Dragon. And 1. Grade 1, Blitz Order, Elementaris Sanctitude. The Grade 1, Drag Ritter Jabble. Skill, auto. When this card is discarded from hand during your turn, you may put this card into your soul. If you have a Grade 3 or greater Vanguard of Vyrgilla in its card name, choose one of your Vanguards and it gets plus 5000 power until end of turn. The Grade 1, Twin Buckler Dragon, Sentinel, Perfect Guard. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may have up to only 4 cards of Continuous Sentinel deck. Second skill, auto. When this unit is put in the Guardian Circle, choose one of your units and it cannot be hit until end of battle. If your hand has 2 or more cards, choose a card from hand and discard it. The Grade 1, Blitz Order, Elementaris Sanctitude. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may only have up to 4 cards of Continuous Sentinel deck. Second skill, Continuous. You may only have 1 Elementaris Sanctitude in the deck. Third skill, Order. If your opponent's Vanguard is triple drive, this ability can be played without paying the cost. Place the cost of, discard a card from your hand if your Vanguard is Grade 3 or less. If the cost is paid, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit until end of battle. Remove this card. And at that, we've covered the deck's Grade 1 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 2 lineup. And now for the Grade 2 lineup. For the Grade 2s in this deck, we are playing 3 Grade 2 Ravaging Dragon, 4 Grade 2 Ardor Hatchet Dragon, 4 Grade 2 Burning Horn Dragon, 3 Grade 2 Speed Bull of Duststorm Bertrand, and 4 Grade 2 Set Order Duststorm Killing Field. The Grade 2 Ravaging Dragon. Skill Auto as a rear guard. When this unit is boosted, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of battle for each set order in your order zone. If it got 15 plus 15,000 power or more, cost Soul Blast 1. If the cost in paid until end of battle, when your opponent would call cards from their hand to Guardian Circle, they must call 2 or more at the same time. The Grade 2 Ardor Hatchet Dragon. Skills. First skill, Continuous as a Guardian. If your soul has a card of Overlord in its card name, this unit gets plus 5,000 shield. Second skill, Action as a rear guard. If your opponent's Vanguard is Grade 3 or greater, cost, retire this unit. If the cost in paid, choose a Grade 3 card of Overlord in its card name from your drop and put into Soul. The Grade 2 Burning Horn Dragon. Skills. First skill, Auto. When this unit is placed on the rear guard circle, cost, Counterblast 1. If the cost in paid, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 card of Overlord in its card name, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. If you do not reveal a card, countercharge 1. Second skill, Auto as a rear guard. When your Vanguard of Overlord in its card name attacks, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. The Grade 2 Speed Bull of Duststorm Bertrand. Skills. First skill, Auto. When this unit is placed on the rear guard circle, cost Soul Blast 1. If the cost in paid, search your deck for up to 1 Duststorm Killing Field, put into Order Zone and shuffle your deck. Second skill, Continuous as a rear guard. If this unit was chosen by the ability of Duststorm Killing Field in your Order Zone this turn, this unit gets plus 5,000 power. The Grade 2 Set Order Duststorm Killing Field. Skills. First skill, after a set order is played, put in the Order Zone. Second skill, Auto from the Order Zone. At the beginning of your battle phase, choose one of your back row rear guards and it gets boost until end of turn. With that, we've covered the deck's Grade 2 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 3 lineup. And now for the Grade 3 lineup. For the Grade 3s in this deck, we are playing 3 Grade 3 Dragonic Overlord The End, 4 Grade 3 Dragonic Overlord, and 1 Grade 3 Normal Order Grania Gradel. The Grade 3 Dragonic Overlord The End. Since we already explained this deck's cards and skills and effects during the Ride deck portion of the video, let's just skip ahead. The Grade 3 Dragonic Overlord. Skills. First skill, Continuous as a Vanguard or rear guard. During the battle, this unit attacked a rear guard. Your opponent cannot call cards from your hand to the Guardian Circle. Second skill, Auto as a Vanguard once per turn. When this unit attack hits, cost Counterblast 1 and discard a card from hand. If the cost in paid, stand this unit and it gets drive -1 until end of turn. The Grade 3 Normal Order Grania Gradel. Skills. First skill, Regulus Piece. You may only have 1 Regulus Piece in your deck and use it a total of 1 time in the fight. Second skill, Order. Play as if you have a Grade 3 Vanguard of Persona Ride and you do not ride this turn. Activate Persona Ride. Draw a card, all of your fellow units gets plus 10,000 power this turn, and you're regarded to have Persona Road. And with that, we've covered the deck's Grade 3 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Trigger lineup. And now for the Trigger lineup. For the triggers in this deck, we are playing 1 Grade 0 Dragon DD King of Resurgence, Dragvita, Overtrigger. 4. Grade 0, Burning Flail Dragon, Critical Trigger. 4. Grade 0, Blaze War Monk, Sogyo, Critical Trigger. 3. Grade 0, Flare Veil Dragon, Draw Trigger. 2. Grade 0, Stealth Fiend, Amavira, Heal Trigger. And 2. Grade 0, Cure Flare Draco Kid, Heal Trigger. The Grade 0, Dragon D King of Resurgence, Dragvita, Overtrigger. Skill: you may only have one Overtrigger in a deck. When revealed as a trigger, remove that card, draw a card, choose one of your units, and it gets plus 100 million power until end of turn. If revealed during a drive check, activate its additional effect. Additional effect: choose one of your vanguards and stand it. The Grade 0, Burning Flail Dragon, Critical Trigger. Skill: auto as a rear guard. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted. Cost: put this unit into your soul. If the cost is paid, choose one of your units, and it gets plus 2000 power until end of turn. The Grade 0, Flare Veil Dragon, Draw Trigger. Skill: continuous as a guardian. If your opponent's vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets plus 5000 shield. The Grade 0, Stealth Fiend Amavira, Heal Trigger. Skill: auto. When this unit is placed on the Guardian Circle, if your opponent's attacking unit has attacked 2 or more times this turn, this unit gets plus 15,000 shield until end of battle. Active if it's its second attack this turn or more. The Grade 0, Cure Flare Draco Kid, Heal Trigger. Skill: auto. When this unit is put in the Guardian Circle, if the attack unit's critical is 2 or greater, and its critical is increased by an ability other than a trigger effect, or its original critical is 2 or greater, this unit's shield gets plus 15,000 until end of battle. And at that, we just about covered the trigger lineup. For the triggers in this deck, we are playing 1. Overtrigger, Dragvita. 8. Critical triggers. 3. Draw triggers. And 4. Heal triggers. And with that, the deck's been built, Cardfight is explained. Next, let's get on to explain this deck's main playstyle. So for the main playstyle of this deck, first just write your right line normally from grade 0, 1, 2, and 3, Dragonic Overlord at the end. Then you try to secure in your main phase up to 3 copies of Duststorm Killing Field, either by deploying them from your hand and or using the effect of Speedball of Duststorm Bertrand to superior set them from your deck. And then for the remaining rearguard slots, first you try to maybe secure a Ravaging Dragon in the front row, and in the back row, maybe you can use rearguards who have a power-up skill like Burning Horn Dragon. Then when it's time to go to the battle phase, you can activate the effect of Duststorm Killing Field to give your grade 2 rearguards in the back row the ability to boost. Then first you attack normally with Dragonic Overlord at the end. Take advantage of Burning Horn skills whenever your Overlord in the Vanguard Circle attacks, they get plus 5000 power. Then use the restand skill of the end or restand, and once more attack the end of your Vanguard. And using the skills of Burning Horn to power up again. Then just attack again normally with your remaining rear guards. Then for the big finisher for the turn, you can then use Ravaging Dragon as the final attacker, using Ravaging Dragon skill to give it plus 5,000 power for every set order in the order zone. And if its own skill bestows it plus 15,000 power or more, you can pay an additional cost to give it a guard restriction ability, which is if your opponent wishes to guard against Ravaging Dragon, he or she will have to guard 2 or more cards from their hand, thereby making it easier to pressure or finish off your opponent with. And if that's the main playstyle of this deck. Just write your right line normally to grade 3 Dragonic Overlord at the end. Get up to 3 copies of Duststorm Killing Field in the order zone, either by deploying them from your hand or by using the effect of Bertrand. Then the remaining rearguard slots, secure a Ravaging Dragon in the front row and some decent power-up rearguards to the back row like Burning Horn Dragon. And then to the battle phase, attack your Vanguard first. You take advantage of Burning Horn Dragon's power-up skill when your Vanguard Overlord attacks, and restand the end skill. Again, it's attack again with the Vanguard, powering up with Burning Horn skill again. Then attack the remaining rear guards in your field, saving Ravaging Dragon for the final attack, which is using its own skill to power up. And when you meet the conditions and costs, you can perform a guard restriction ability, making it easier to finish off your opponent or at least pressure them within that turn. And with that, we've covered the deck's main playstyle. And with that, that's about the time we have for today. First I want to say is, thank you to the viewers for watching today's video, and to please stay tuned for more videos I plan to upload again in the near future. I also be all sure to support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my videos and channel. And with that I say, goodbye and see you all soon.